I request Dr. Subbasomu to introduce our Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry to the gathering.
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear beloved Chairman, Joseph Arts and Science College, Kamala College of Education, and Professor Dr. Murugan, Vice Chancellor, Thirunavalur University, Most Reverend Dr. Father Erra Sargunam, Chairman City Union Bank, Sri Balasubramanian, Global Head of Intellect Design Arena, Mr. Govindarajan. First of all, I wholeheartedly welcome you to the graduation day today. It gives me an immense pleasure and joy to be present in the solemn occasion of your graduation day. This is a golden day in the annals of the prestigious college, which is being decorated by the august presence of our Iron Lady of Indian politics and government. Honorable Madam, I have been compelled to introduce the worldwide known IPS, Intelligent Dynamic Officer, Honorable Excellency Madam Ji. Honorable Madam's simplicity, humility and humbleness with highly qualified integrity, patriotism and sincerity is acclaimed by one and all. We are fortunate to live in the world where Her Excellency lives and rules. She is spending many sleepless nights for the cause of poor Indians and downtrodden. No doubt, Honorable Her Excellency, the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, who has kindly consented to meet the young students and felicitate them on their convocation event very happily. It is a fitting and appropriate moment to the students to have the blessings of our illustrious leader and governor who had traveled several thousands of miles in her career amidst very many stumbling blocks, and she achieved a greater position in her life, political life, everywhere. No doubt, I am sure that her time is very nearer to occupy the highest civilian post in the government. She is not a retired police officer, but makes retiring politicians to work for the welfare of the people. You cannot find a towering personality like Her Excellency in near future. She has all potentials of a matured politician. She started her career in 1966 as a national junior tennis champion. In her teens between 1965 and 1978. She won several titles at national level championships. After joining IPS, she served in Delhi, Goa, Chandigarh and Mizoram. As a police officer, she reformed the mental attitude of the criminals rather than punishing them. A reformist as the Inspector General of Police, Delhi prisons, she introduced several reforms at Tigar jail. She is one of the topmost leaders in Indian politics, waiting to occupy the highest civilian post and accelerated position soon. She destroyed the drug abuse mafia in New Delhi and rehabilitated the affected. Her reforms at Tigar, New Delhi, Goa, Mizoram reviewed worldwide acclaim, which triggered a movement in the United Nations for her advice in reintegration of prisoner. Her Excellency is the pride of Indian soil. Recent surprise visits to medical college seats, selection venue and allotting 71 seats to the deserved medical aspirants send a note of caution to the politicians and her unseen zeal in the welfare of the people wherever she placed. We wish her long life and sound health to play long innings in Indian politics and government. There is no apt words, still more lot of praising, but no time. I am very proud to introduce the Iron Lady of India, and we are bound and we are extremely happy on behalf of the institution. When she met, she very, very happily accepted to meet the students. We find no apt words to thank Her Excellency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Kiran Bedi, to deliver the graduation day address.
Reverend Father, Chairman of the school, the founder of the school, teaching staff, parents and dear children. I'm exceedingly happy to be with you today. When I received this invitation, for me it was an opportunity to see you all and meet you all. I'm very grateful that the Joseph Arts and Science College and Kamala College of Education invited me. They were very nice to come to my office personally to do so. What is it that you want me to tell you? What is it that you like to hear? I've been thinking ever since I've been amidst you. I thought I might ask you, I might just ask you to ask me, what is it that you want to know? I have plenty to tell, but I want to tell you or share with you what you want to know. Would you like to ask a few questions? Would you like to ask a few questions? Yes or no? Yes? Raise your hands. Ask a question. That will tell me what is it that you want to know from me. Because my life has been very, very overworked. It's been very varied. It's got many aspects of life. It's got academic life. It's got a police career. It's got administration. And it's also got a family life. And it's also life as a woman. Woman sometimes in a profession, at some stage there was no man. No man. When I joined the police service in 1972, I was the only woman in a batch of more than 60 officers. So life has been very, very varied. What is it that you would like to know which will help you to take a message from here today? I've come for you. I've not come for myself. As very rightly said, that I was very keen to meet the students. So what is it that you like? Do you have a mobile mic? Yes. Raise your hands and ask a question. Let me know, understand, what is it that you want to take away from me? Ask. Raise your hand.
Good morning, ma'am. What is the secret of your boldness?
What is the secret of my
Boldness? Bold.
courage?
Yes.
Boldness means courage, right? So what is the secret of my courage?
Yes.
Good question. Very good question. It's practice. It is practice. It's not being, it's like my secret of boldness goes back to my upbringing. Teachers teach you to be courageous. Parents teach you to be courageous. and you learn to be courageous. Now, what is courage? Courage is to dare to do something which others may say it's not possible. But you believe that that's the right thing to do. When you believe that this is something which is the right thing to do, you prepare yourself to do that, even when others say it is not worth doing or don't do it. You believe that this is like, for instance, I give you an example. When I decided to join the Indian Police Service, nobody of my friends said, oh, Indian IPS is a good service. They said it's not meant for women. Don't do it. You can join the IAS. You can try and qualify for the foreign service. But not IPS. I said, why not? I think I love it. It's great to be a police officer and to do justice. But that meant that I had to be physically very strong, mentally very clear on what I wanted. And I was courageous now to take a chance and prepare. So it's practice and preparation. You must believe that what you want is a good thing, is the right thing, and that you can do it. And then you prepare to do it. You practice it. Right? So the way to courage is not one time. Every day is a courage. Every day is a new day. And there are sometimes small decisions and sometimes there are big decisions. But when you start taking small decisions boldly, you can take a big decision. But if you don't take small decisions, you'll never be able to take big decisions. So you practice small and small becomes gradually big. So practicing it is man or a woman does not matter. There is no difference in boldness between man or a woman. Both are equally gifted by God. God has gifted us same kind of brain, same kind of heart, only 2 arms, only 10 fingers, same 2 legs. There's no difference. The only difference is that only a woman can produce a child. Man cannot. You only can become a mother. He is a father. But only you can produce because you alone can carry a child and become pregnant. So that's the only difference. There is no difference between man or a woman. Only difference is that only a woman can give birth to a child. You understand? There is no other difference. You must understand that. Therefore, this is when I was small, my parents told me, there is no difference between you and a boy and a girl. You are as good or as bad as a boy or a girl if you do not become yourself courageous. The most important thing in your life today is courage. And this is the least attended to and learned. Because books cannot teach you to courage. Books, you have to teach yourself courage. Books can teach you how to be a good teacher. Good books can teach you how to be a good scientist, a biologist or a zoologist or a professor. But books can give you ideas, but you have to practice it. So the route to courage is, first of all, every day believe that what you're doing is the right thing to do and then do it. And then you have to plan to do it. It's not that you can swim in the pool without knowing how to swim, then you'll drown. For that you will go to a coach. You will learn swimming first and then you will swim. And not that you will drown. So you want to swim, go to a swimmer, a coach, and practice every day and then dare to swim. It's called courage. So it's by bit you learn courage. But you can read about courage, but you have to practice a lot about it. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, your next question. It's a very good question she asked me. The most important thing in life, friends, is courage. Anybody who has courage has life. A life without courage is no life. No life. There's no difference between an animal and a human being if the person doesn't have courage. Animals live their life as structured by God. But human beings live a life as structured by God, but as acted upon by you. God gives you your life. God gifts you your life. God gives you good health. But what you do with your health is your gift to God. Isn't it? So being courageous is your gift to God. So if you are of all the time very afraid of taking any decision or doing anything nice or anything which is different, then you are actually not using the gift of God to you. God has actually gifted us. Every one of us is gifted here. The biggest gift any human being receives from God is good health. If you've got good health, you've got everything. And what you do with the good health is your gift to God and gift to yourself. This is what I was taught by my school. As Reverend Father said, I was educated in Sacred Heart School. It was a Catholic school in Amritsar. I was studied in Sacred Heart School. I was taught by nuns from Belgium. Those days, nuns used to come from Belgium. Later on, my school got Kerala nuns. So, this is what my school taught me. Then my mother and father taught me the same thing. And then I educated myself the same way. And every day, I can tell you, is practicing courage. Every day is taking the right kind of decisions. To be honest every day is courage. To be truthful every day is courage. To be upright every day is courage. Because there are so many temptations around you. But to reject those temptations and stay upright is courage. Isn't it? Isn't it not? Tell me, isn't it courageous to be honest every day? Yes or no? Come on, wake up. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, please wake up. I've come to see you. I've come to talk to you. Okay, next question. Next question. Now you need courage to ask a question. Yes? You need to be courageous to ask a question. So I find the second lady woman courageous. Where are the boys? Where are the boys? Are the boys afraid? Afraid to stand up and ask? Okay, your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What will you tell with you when you are overcoming the obstacles? What will you tell with you when you overcome the obstacles?
What do I tell myself?
Yes, yes.
What do I tell myself when I overcome an obstacle?
Obstacles, yes.
I feel I've done my parents proud. When I overcome an obstacle, when I come and overcome, I say thank you God for having helped me overcome an obstacle. Because you cannot overcome obstacles without the grace of God. Remember that. Even the obstacle is given to you by God to overcome. God does not give you an obstacle if you don't have the capacity to overcome. God gives you an obstacle to challenge you, to test you, whether you're worthy of it. And then, when you're able to overcome, you say, thank you God, you made me overcome. But then, I've done my parents proud. Because my parents and my teachers expect me to overcome these obstacles. See? So you say, thank you Lord for having tested me and given me this obstacle. But then you also say thank you to your parents and your teachers for having made you capable of overcoming. So you feel happy because you thank the Almighty and you thank your parents. Almighty is also happy and parents are also happy, isn't it? And your friends are also happy. You know, in our life today, we have so many good friends who wish you so much well. They are proud of you when you do well. So that you make them happy. Isn't it? Okay, next question. Yes, please. That's a third girl. Where are the boys? I challenge the boys. Where are the boys? Let me see what question a boy asks me. I want to wait.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, you want to ask? Okay.
Good
Yes,
morning.
that's a girl. Next question will be from a boy. That will be 3-1. Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. It's a great pleasure to have you here, ma'am.
Where are you?
Uh,
Okay.
Why did you select IPS and who is your role model?
I selected IPS because it's the most powerful service in the country today. If you uphold the law, then you can spare nobody. Not even anybody at the top. Ask a judge who's sitting here. Isn't that the most powerful service, to be a judge? It is. When he passes the judgment, he can send the people to the jail. I also send people to the jail. The judge also used his power to send people to jail or forgive. I also had the power as a police officer to send people to jail or even forgive, because it's the way I look at the evidence. So it's a very, very powerful service. Not only power, it's a power to serve. It's a power to correct. It's a not power to punish. It's a power to correct. It's a power to serve.
And one more question, ma'am. Who is your role model?
Good question. I have many role models. I have not one. In our country, we are full of saints. We are full of great thinkers. We are full of authors. We are full of great leaders. Each one contributes and influences you. To me, there is no, it's a model of values. My model is values, where I can draw from different sources and acquire them. To me, there's no one person. It's persons around who have values. Some have one value, the other has another value. So I draw inspiration from all these sources. So remember, don't have one role model. Have values as your models.
Thank you, ma'am.
That boy is not getting a chance. He's standing there. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You don't give a chance to the boys. Okay.
Already I had two questions. One of the question my friend asked, who was your role model? My second question is that today many of the present generation is misled by different misleading leaders. What is your dream, or whom shall we follow, or whom shall we take as a role model as a present generation? What do you say for this?
My question is, if there are leaders who mislead you, why do you follow them? Why do you follow them?
No,
If you think a particular leader is misleading you, why do you follow them? Do not follow them. That's your choice. Does he capture you? Does he chain you? And does he tie you with him? Yes? Does he? Then why do you follow him? You should reject him. If any leader you think is not right and ethical and honest and patriotic, why do you follow him? If any leader is dividing you, why do you follow him? You follow what your conscience tells you to do. You follow your conscience, not follow a leader. So you be a leader of your conscience. Understand?
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Very happy to see you here. I want to know, as a ladies, how can we develop our self-confidence as well as leadership qualities in order to survive in this competitive world?
By, first of all, you must be clear as a woman, what do you want to be? What do you want to be?
I want to be a good mother, a good citizen,
Okay.
a good teacher.
Good. You want to be a good mother, a good citizen, and a good teacher, right? Now let's understand. Let's begin with the teacher first, and then a citizen and a mother. Okay? All the three things are very good to do. Number one, teacher. You want to be a good teacher. What should you do to be a good teacher? You will enroll yourself for a right kind of course to be a good teacher, right? You will then educate yourself to be a good teacher, right?
Yes.
Then you will practice everything which a good teacher is supposed to be, right?
Yes.
When you educate yourself to be a good teacher, when you study correctly to be a good teacher, then you prepare your class every day to be a good teacher, what will happen? You will get a lot of confidence. but you want to be a good teacher, but you don't practice to be a good teacher, you don't go to school to be a good teacher, you don't like teaching, then you will never have confidence. So to have confidence, first you must do what you like to do. And then plan. Plan for that to be a good teacher. So when you deliver well, people will like you. And when they like you, they will appreciate you. And that will give you more confidence. But the fact that you have done practice, you have prepared, will give you confidence. Your conscience will tell you, well done. Before others say well done, you will tell yourself well done. Isn't it? Yes. That is confidence building. Number one. How do you become a good mother? How do you become a good mother? Most important is to see that you marry the right kind of man.
Yes, I hope so.
And not marry a fool. Don't marry a fool.
I got a good husband.
Good.
Because of his encouragement only, I have completed both my MPhil as well as B.Ed.
So you are lucky. Now
Yes.
you can be a good mother. How? By being a good mother to your child. To educate the child and give the child the right values. That's being a good mother. Right?
Yes.
Now how can you be a good citizen? You are already a good citizen when you are a good teacher and you are a good mother. Because you are already contributing to nation building.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What is your strength and weakness, ma'am?
Huh?
What is your strength and weakness, ma'am?
My strength and weakness.
Yes.
Weakness I will never tell you. Why should I tell you my weakness? Why? And number two, if I have a weakness, why should I let the weakness remain? Why shan't I surmount it? Why should I live with the weakness? Huh? Weakness is when you give up on yourself. That's weakness. But if I know that something is not right, why should I give up? I should continue to work. So when I continue to work, it's not a weakness.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Isn't? No. And my strength, I'll tell you my strength.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
No, please ask him to stand up. You don't want the full answer? You don't want the full answer?
Yes, I want.
Yes, then why did you sit down?
Sorry, ma'am.
That's okay. No, make him stand. I haven't answered your question. Don't.
What is your strength and weakness, ma'am?
My strength is, let me think. My strength is belief in God. My strength is belief in God.
Okay, thank you.
I feel whatever I have today is a gift of the Almighty, and I must live up to that gift, which means a lot of hard work. That's my strength, that I believe in whatever I have is a gift of the Almighty, and whatever is a gift, I have to honor and respect it. So that means there is so much to do. So much to do.
Yes.
You have to work hard.
Yes.
You have to be honest. You have to have value systems. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So my strength is the belief. Why? Why do I say my belief in God? Did I give myself these eyes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I gave myself these eyes?
Yes, ma'am.
Or was it a gift?
No.
So where did these eyes come from?
God's gifted, ma'am.
Huh?
God's gifted.
Yes. Where did I get these very good ears from? Did I put them here?
ma'am.
Did I put these ears here?
No,
Yes.
ma'am. No.
Did I give myself a beating heart?
No, ma'am.
Did I give myself this brain?
No, ma'am.
Did I give myself these legs?
No, ma'am.
Then, when everything is not mine. It's a gift from somewhere. Somewhere there's a gift.
No.
So my strength is I recognize whatever I have is not mine. I have to continue to be worthy of it. I'm trying to tell you something very important. Now try and listen, all of you. Are you listening? Yes. Are this group listening? This group on my left listening? On my right, listening? Are you listening? I'm going to ask you what I told you. It's very, very important to understand what is with you right now doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. You have been gifted this. You cannot steal it. It's a gift you cannot steal because it doesn't belong to you. And if you start abusing it, it will be taken away. I'll tell you when it's taken away. Let me give you an example. Those people who drink away their life, what do they do? What do they do? They become alcoholics and they drink away their life. What happens? They become alcoholics and now they go to hospital. What did they do? They abused what they got as a gift of the Almighty. Am I right or wrong? Answer yes or no?
Yes.
You're not answering yes or no. Whatever you have is not yours. What did I say? Answer my question. Tell me, what did I say? Just now, what did I say? Because what I'm saying is exactly the problem with the youth at the moment. This is the problem with the Indian youth right now. They are taking many things for granted. What did I say? You want me to say it again? Do you want me to say it again? Or do I speak in Tamil? Are you understanding English? What did I say? What did I say? If you haven't understood, I'll say it once more. You want to hear it again? Do you want to hear it again? Yes or no? I said, whatever you have at the moment does not belong to you. You are only a trustee. You are only a caretaker. Whatever you have today with you, you are only a caretaker. You are only a tenant. You are a tenant in this body. These eyes don't belong to you. You've been gifted them. They can go. The brain doesn't belong to you. It can go. You can go mad one day. Suddenly something can happen. Your heart can stop beating. You will die one day. It decides to not beat. We are only caretakers. So what have I said? Whatever you have does not belong to you. You are only a, what are you? What are you? Say it. Men, women, say it. What are you? Say it again. You are, those people are not saying. What are you? I want to know. What did I say? Speak here. Speak. What did I say? Caretaker. Speak again. Say caretaker. 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 When I say you're a caretaker, it means you cannot put anything wrong in this system. You cannot smoke. You cannot drink. You cannot eat anything which is hurtful to this temple. This body is a church. It's a temple. It's a place of worship. This body is a place of worship. Are you understanding? This alcoholism in the South is damaging the entire society. Do you know this? This alcoholism in the South or anywhere in India is damaging the society completely. I've seen families being ruined. Is this the right thing to do? Is it right? No. Because this body is your temple, gifted to you by the Almighty. You are only a, what are you? Say it again. Yes. So once you are a caretaker, you are a protector of this body. What is your protection? If you let it be lazy, or if you ruin it, or you abuse it, it is only for right use, not abuse. It is meant for hard work. It's meant for right values. It's meant for right speech, right action, right deed. This is what the new Indian generation has to understand. This is what education is. If in education you understand that this human body, you are a caretaker. You have to protect it. And education is to use this body for the good of humanity. If you do that, you have achieved the goal of your life. But if you don't understand, you may get a degree. This degree has no meaning. No meaning. Have you understood? Okay, any other question? Last question. Okay. Okay, last question. Last question.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. We are really proud to be here as from advice from you. I am a teacher of one of the government school. When you are on IPS, you make the world to change, world to turn on you. When you are on IPS, the world turn on you. Now you governor. Now also the not only India, the world is looking on you. What the Puducherry going to? You now give an advice. You are a caretaker. All the youths, we are a caretaker. If anyone asks what is in famous for Pondicherry, there are Ramarashramam and big hospitals. But if you ask any youth, he will say liquor is famous in Pondicherry. Now if we ask any youth, the youth will say what is special in Pondicherry. Sorry, our Kiran Bedi is famous in Pondicherry. You have turned Pondicherry. The now youth are very, very well. Can you, finally, I want one application on you. Can you make the Pondicherry non-liquor? Can you make, because from Kanyakumari, youths are coming to tour Pondicherry. When they entered the Pondicherry, the liquor shop is welcome the youth. And the total spoiled, tourism was spoiled on the liquor shop. If you make Puducherry a non-liquor shop, then not only India, not only the world, all the youths will make, now you are the role model. If you done this great job.
Good question. Sit down, I've understood.
Yes. Sir.
Tamil Nadu has prohibition. Okay? Yes? Substantially or partial? I said supposed to be. Oh. Well, it is, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, you have legislated prohibition, right? You have decided to have prohibition. Pondicherry has decided not to have prohibition for the reason it wants liquor money. Because it does not generate development money. It therefore picks your pocket to get the money. And I now want to tell you what am I doing as LG. I am gradually reducing the number of shops Pondicherry has. Any complaint which I am receiving from the locality people that they don't want that toddy shop or the arak shop or the liquor shop, I tell them immediately appeal against it to the Deputy Commissioner Excise. If he does not cancel it, appeal to the Excise Commissioner. If he does not cancel it, appeal to me, I'll cancel it. So what I'm saying is that to bring in full prohibition, it is a political will. It's the will of the political party in power. You understand? And that's democracy about. Pondicherry has elected people who did not come on the manifesto of prohibition. Therefore, I as a governor cannot impose prohibition on an elected government which was not elected on prohibition as a policy. So people have to demand it, that we want no liquor shops. But people did not demand it, and therefore the political party also did not advocate it. But as a governor, if anybody complains to me that this liquor shop is a public nuisance. I tell them, write an appeal, go to the DC Excise. If he does not listen to you, go to the Secretary Finance. If he does not listen to you, I am listening to you, I'll cancel it. I have cancelled many shops. I have now delicensed many shops. So I am doing what I can do as fast as possible. Okay? So now I only want to sum up and to say, I want to thank Joseph's Arts and Science College and the Kamala College of Education and all those who are present here, Reverend J.D. Joseph, Professor Dr. Murugan, the Most Reverend Dr. Ezra Sarugunam. I want to thank Dr. Subbu Somu. I want to thank Thiru S. Balasubramanian. I want to thank Justice K. Swami Durai. I want to thank Thiru K. Govindarajan. I also want to thank J. Prabhakar Jayaraj. I want to thank you, all your teachers, parents, students for having invited me here today. I wish and pray that you become very good caretakers of all the gifts you have. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your inspirational and motivational words. You have taught us to be courageous, honest, truthful, and patriotic. At the most, you have taught us the fear of God and the importance of values.